Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's team call. It is Monday, October 22nd, and tonight we are going to be talking about goal setting, which I'm really excited about because I'm going to make this a new thing within the team. Every single month, you guys have to tell me your goals, and I am posting them in the cover photo of the team page, so everyone knows your goals and it holds you super accountable for them. But I'll kind of get into that a little bit later. So, really quick, I wanted you guys, if you guys went to Super Saturday, to share your experience or takeaways. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You could just say like maybe one thing you learned or whatever it was. I'll just go first, just like kind of warm up a little. But we had a keynote speaker come to ours, and I forgot his name was like Steve something, whatever his name was, and he was like all about like a mindset coach, but he was also really scientific about it, which really worked with me because I'm a scientist. So like I like to hear exactly why your brain does certain things as opposed to like just do this and it'll work down the road. Like I like to hear exactly why things happen. So he was talking about how when certain situations occur, we react the same way to the same situation kind of thing because we've built that neural pathway, he says. So it's the way of least resistance. So, for example, say every time your baby cries, you feel super overwhelmed. And that's because every time your baby cries, you feel overwhelmed, and it like ingrains that neural pathway in your brain. So instead of being overwhelmed, you have to train yourself to react a different way, but you have to keep doing it over and over and over again for that neural pathway to be formed. So that way, like your immediate reaction when your baby cries is like kind of like a soothing, caring, comforting instead of like extreme overwhelm. And that's like a bad example, but it was kind of cool how he was talking about neural pathways and how we can literally train our brains to think a certain way. And like it doesn't have to be with just like a business oriented, it could be just in life. And he was teaching us like exercises to do, and it was just a really really cool thing that I haven't experienced at a Super Saturday, to have like a more scientific backgrounded person talk about like your mindset and stuff. So that was really cool. Cynthia, did you happen to go to a Super Saturday? No,
I didn't.
Okay, Joe Marie, I know you went. Did you have any takeaways or experiences that you wanted to share?
Goodness. I learned so much on the Super Saturday because she had like these keynote speaker who actually works with Tony Robinson.
Awesome.
So basically he was like giving us like what Tony Robinson will help with his one-on-one clients. And then it's like I was in the VIP, so I went earlier. So he did one thing different for the VIP, and then he did another thing for the regular coaches who came in like afterwards. What I learned is the human needs. There are 5 different human needs, which is certainty, uncertainty, significance, love and connection, and then growth and contributions, which is actually 6. And basically, when you speak to your clients or soon-to-be clients or soon-to-be coaches, you take out of those 6 2 that are driving forces, and then from those 2 driving forces, you can actually speak with your customers or your coaches, because those are the 2 significance that you want to drive more towards them instead of just giving the same speech over and over with different people. Person, which it was really awesome. And then we learned the pattern boxes, and he was just talking about whatever you put now for the next couple of months, it's going to determine your 2019. So he gave us like little pattern boxes and set up straight, so that way we can leave out a Super Saturday with, that right mindset.
That's awesome. I love that. I'm glad you had someone from Tony Robbins' team there. He's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Jen, did you want to share any of your takeaways? I know you went with your girl Autumn.
Oh my God, it was so much fun. Am I muted still? Okay,
Yeah,
no. I was like shaking whenever I went to go take my picture with her. I'm like, oh my God, you changed my life so much. And like, I want to sit down and talk to you, but I know there's like 1,000 other people that want to see you. So we had a girl, her name is Stephanie Chico. She's an 11-star diamond. So, I mean, I think that's a top coach, but I don't really know if it is or not, like technically. But she talked about stories versus the truth of what you tell yourself. And I have a picture, which is why I'm looking at my phone. But a story that you tell yourself could be like, well, I'm not fit, or I'm not at my goal weight, therefore I can't be a good coach. When the truth is you just don't want to like put in the work to be like fitter or to be at your goal weight to be a good coach. But even though you don't have to be, that was one example. What really resonated with me was making excuses for not doing your like daily tasks because it's too hard. But really, if it's too hard, then why were you doing it before and not doing it now? So it was just kind of like stories of like what you are telling yourself versus what really is going on. So
that's awesome. Yeah, and that's so true too. It's like you believe what you tell yourself over and over and over again. And that's kind of what the guy that went to mine was talking about. He's like, the more you tell yourself something, like the more it's going to become truth in your head, and you're never going to be able to get out of that kind of mindset, you know? So that's really interesting. Thanks for sharing, ladies. That was awesome. All right. So I'm just going to mute y'all real quick. And of course, as always, feel free to unmute yourself at any time if you have any questions or want to share anything. So can you all, what the heck? Sorry. Can you all see this? My PowerPoint? All right, cool. So just some recognition really quick. We have myself at Success Club 10. We have Christina Thompson at Success Club 6, which is friggin' awesome. This is her first time in Success Club, and I'm so proud of her. She's just became a new Emerald coach. And special shout out to Jamie as well, our newest and only Ruby coach. So that is freaking awesome. I'm so proud of you girls if you are watching the recording. And then Megan Bogan is at 2, and I know she's going to hit Success Club by the end of the month because she promised me. So I'm super excited for you girls, and I know you're going to rock it. And also, guys, whoever's on this call, we have, a week and a half left. We could totally make this happen. My goal is to get Brian to Success Club 10 by the end of the month. So just some quick announcements. We have the coaching sneak peek starting tomorrow through Thursday, which if you haven't invited or posted about it or went on live on your Instagram stories, whatever it is, you got to do it now. Because as you guys know, yeah, it's 3 days, but it's up for a month afterwards. So if someone, it's a little late, it's okay because they can catch everything a little later. Team Pure Vita calls are every Monday at 9. The Team Mastermind calls are every Thursday at 8:30. Again, guys, these aren't recorded, so if you want to hop on and just share your ideas or your questions or whatever it is, hop on at Thursday at 8:30. We've been having some really awesome masterminding sessions, and I have so many notes that I have to implement. Team Confidence calls are every Tuesday at 8:45 p.m. The Boss Up to Emerald calls, if you are in that group, they are every Monday at 8 o'clock p.m. I was just on that call beforehand. So if you are in that group, make sure you hop on there. It's kind of like a way to do like a power hour and just go through what you need to hit Emerald, and just like really great skills just to learn as you're going through. And you can ask any questions too. If you're struggling with something, it's a good place to ask during that call. So also National Wake Up calls are every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And I think Mandy Kai, who's someone I actually really like as a coach, just spoke today. I have to watch the recording. So if you haven't watched the recording, definitely do. And then Success Club prizes start this month. And as you guys know, these are the Success Club prizes. For 1 month in Success Club, it's a Pure Vita bracelet. For 3 months in Success Club, it's a PD book of your choice. For 6 months in Success Club, it's a Beachbody apparel of your choice. And for 9 months or 12 months in Success Club, we will get there, and I will think of a really good prize. Still haven't thought of one. All right, so and this is some just announcements. I'm going to go through these really quick because I know you guys already know them. There's the new Shift Shop Challenge Packs and Bundles launch that launched October 1st. You can make your mark promotion, which means you earn little markers from the Shift Shop depending on what goals you achieve this month, depending on Success Club, if your coaches hit Success Club, whatever it is. There's a Summit 2019 announcement. There's a ticket flash sale from October 20th through the 31st. So if you have not gotten your Summit ticket, now is the time because it's only $145 and it's going to go up from here. There's also Summit travel cash incentive for diamonds and below, which is freaking awesome. I'm so excited. All you have to do pretty much is have a Summit ticket and hit Success Club in October, November, and December, and you will get $200. I think it's just like, I don't know how it's going to be. I think maybe it just goes into your account. I'm not sure. I have to look at the FAQ. Also, if you haven't seen, Rachel Hollis is going to be at Summit this year. So you have to be there because she is freaking awesome. She's the author of Girl Wash Your Face. And I know she has another book, but she's going to be there as one of the keynote speakers. And I'm really excited to hear from her. The 4 launches in the Beachbody On Demand library October 1st. Coaches can purchase challenge packs and completion packs October 1st. This wasn't a thing in the past. So usually if you're a coach, you can only purchase a challenge pack once to get started as a coach, and then that's it. But now we can purchase more challenge packs. You can get a little bit obsessed bonus gift with any monthly nutritional subscription. So pretty much if you're on Shakeology on HD, you got access to the A Little More Obsessed bonus gift. And then there's also Super Saturday. I guess I can get rid of that because everyone wants a Super Saturday already. And then the Shift Shop apparel sale, just to kind of go through the new Shift Shop, I forgot what it's called, Proving Grounds launch. They're doing a Shift Shop apparel sale. And these are also some Super Saturday announcements that they went through at my Super Saturday. Actually, you all heard them if you went to Super Saturday because they were in that video. There's, you guys know about Shift Shop Proving Grounds. I just said it. Transform 20 is coming out, which I am so excited about because freaking Shaun T is the love of my life. And he comes out with such amazing programs that always work so well for me. So I'm really excited about Transform 20, and I know it's going to be a freaking challenge and a half, but I'm so excited for the challenge. And then there's the Energize stick packs now, so now you can travel with them instead of like bringing a whole tub of it. You can bring little stick packs of the Energize, and they're coming out with Fruit Punch Energize, a new flavor. They're also coming out with a Portion Fix challenge pack, which I think is really cool because say you have someone that's like into CrossFit or, you know, has a gym, goes to the classes, does Orange Theory, whatever it is, and they don't need help with fitness, they could just get this Portion Fix challenge pack, and it just covers all the nutrition bases. And so they can do their own thing with fitness and then use this for their nutrition. And then there's a new, I think they're coming out with something new, vegan Beachbody performance line. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it'll be the Recover, but they're coming out with a new vegan product for the Beachbody performance line. Not sure what it is yet. And then I think I saw this, I'm almost positive I saw this, that they're announcing a new international market at Summit, which I am super excited about. We just launched in the UK, I think like in 2017. So I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's Mexico. I want to say it's Mexico, but I'm not sure yet. But they're announcing that at Summit. And then I just saw the chat off. Yeah, I think it's Mexico too. Okay, so there's new tracks at Summit too. So depending on what level of like a coach you are, you can go to different tracks. I thought it was really cool because sometimes like as a veteran coach, you go to these, you know, seminars and they're great, but it's stuff you've heard over and over and over again. Like I feel like I want to focus more on leadership at this point in my business than I do on the basics. So it's really cool that they're doing different tracks for everyone. I think that that'll be really helpful. And then also, like I just said, Rachel Hollis is coming to Summit, so I'm really excited to see her. All right, so let's get into the actual call itself. So how to set a goal. So first you have to consider what you want to achieve and then commit to it. And you have to set SMART goals. And I'm sure you guys have heard this term before. It means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goals that motivate you, and write them down. I want to highlight, bold, everything, write them down. If you do not write them down, they are not a reality. They are just in your head, and they just exist in your head, and they're not really reality. So make sure you write them down to make them feel tangible. And then plan the steps you must take to realize your goal and cross off each one as you work through them. So I always recommend for a goal, write it down and then write down right next to it a date that you want to achieve it. Having a deadline and having a date is so important, because if you just write, oh yeah, I want to be 2-star diamond. A year goes by, 2 years goes by. Yeah, you still want to be 2-star diamond, but you don't have an end goal. So you're not going to push for it. So make sure you have an end date in mind. And then why you set goals. So top-level athletes, successful business people, and achievers in all fields all set goals. Setting goals gives you long-term vision and short-term motivation. It focuses your acquisition of knowledge and helps you to organize your time and your resources so that you can make the most out of your life. By setting sharp, clearly defined goals, you can measure and take pride in the achievement of those goals, and you'll see forward progress in what might previously have seemed a long, pointless grind. You will also raise your self-confidence as you recognize your own ability and confidence in achieving the goals that you set. So, and I'm sure you guys feel this too, when you achieve something or accomplish a goal, even if it's something as small as checking something off of your to-do list, you feel that little hype of oh yeah, like I feel accomplished kind of thing. And it kind of motivates you to keep going. So if you do the same thing with your goals and you kind of reverse engineer them and make smaller goals that'll equal up to a larger goal, every time you check off those smaller goals, it'll motivate you even more to focusing and completing that larger goal. So starting to set personal goals. So you set goals on a number of levels. First, you create your big picture of what you want to do with your life or over the next 10 years and identify the large scale goals that you wanted to achieve. Then you break those down to smaller and smaller targets that you must reach to hit a lifetime goal. Finally, once you have your plan, you start working on it to achieve. So that's kind of what I just said. You make a large end plan, and then you kind of break it down smaller and smaller and smaller, and then you kind of just check off the smaller goals until it reaches you to that, or until it pushes you to that larger end goal. Okay, and then we kind of just go through, what the next 5 years, the next month, the next week, today, and start moving towards them. So step 1, setting a lifetime goal. So to create a broad, balanced coverage of all important areas in your life, try to set goals in some of the following categories or in other categories of your own where they're important to you. So again, not all of these categories might be relevant to you. Some of them you might not even care about. So pick a few of these categories that really mean something to you, because the more it means to you, the more likely you are going to follow through. So you can do it in your career. It could be financial. It could be educational. It could be family oriented, artistic. It could be your attitude, and it really go through these and kind of read the questions too. Like, what level do you want to reach in your career, or what you do to achieve, or what do you want to achieve? So this is totally based on like coaching. Like, I feel like that's a really good one. Financial, again, you could also do this on coaching. Educational, personal development, super, like it could be, are both focused around, like, honestly, coaching can touch on every single one of these. Family, like, it's going to produce time freedom for you if you work the business right, and you can spend more time with your family. So really think about all these aspects and like what means the most to you, and then focus on those. And there's more too. There's physical, again, totally coaching related, pleasure, and then how do you want to enjoy yourself? So again, this is like, if I didn't have coaching, I would not travel nearly as much as I do. And then public service. Do you want to make the world a better place? If so, how? So I think coaching, like, literally is covered by every single one of these. So spend time brainstorming these things, and let's select one or more goals in each category that best reflects what you want to do. Then consider trimming again so that you have a smaller number of really significant goals that you can focus on. So for me right now, I'm probably most focused on career, and then financial, and let's see. Probably say pleasure, honestly. I really like the way my lifestyle is set up right now. But that's probably what I would focus on. But you have to pick like your 3, and if the 3 is too much, you could focus on 2 or 1. Okay, so now you have to set smaller goals. So once you have your lifetime goals set, or a 5-year plan of smaller goals that you need to complete, if you are to reach your lifetime plan. So then create a 1-year plan, a 6-month plan, and a 1-month plan of progressively smaller goals that you should reach to achieve your lifetime goals. Each of these should be based on a previous plan. Then create a daily to-do list of things that you should do to work towards those goals. Guys, we already made those to-do lists for you. They are on the team page. They are resources. Use them. They have been used by so many coaches, so many top coaches. They work if you just use them every single day, and they will get you to your goal. At an early stage, your smaller goals might be to read books and gather information, personal development on the achievement of your higher level goals. This will help you to improve the quality of realism of your goal setting. And then finally, review your plans and make sure they fit in which you want to live your life. Yeah, that's another thing too, guys. Don't set goals like just to set goals. Set goals that are really going to drive you and motivate you to like accomplish them. Okay, staying on course. So once you decide on your first set of goals, keep the process going by reviewing and updating your to-do list on a daily basis. Guys, I do this every single day. Like, I have my to-do list on my phone, and I make sure that I am constantly updating it depending on what's going on. I always check it off every single day. It doesn't matter like where I am, what I'm doing. I always make sure that I'm checking things off on my to-do list. So make sure you're constantly updating it, and then periodically review the longer term plan and modify them to reflect the changing priorities and experience. So this, again, like, your goals can change over time, and that's totally okay. So it's important to realize that and then adjust accordingly. And these are just some other tips just to for goal setting. So the following broad goals will help you define or help you to set effective, achievable goals. So this one I actually really love. State each goal as a positive statement. Express your goals positively. So execute this technique well is much better than don't make this stupid mistake. So make sure you're really talking to and I know it sounds silly, but talk to yourself in a positive way, guys. It makes such a difference. Like I used to always say things like, oh my gosh, like I'm so dumb. Like, even if it was like just kidding around, like your unconscious mind hears that and will just be like, oh yeah, you are so dumb. So make sure you're talking to yourself in a really positive way because it goes such a long way. I promise you guys. So be precise, set precise goals, putting in dates again, but I want to do this again, putting in dates. I'm going to highlight this and bold it because this is so important. Putting in dates, times, and amounts so that you can measure achievement. If you do this, you will know exactly when you achieved a goal and you can take complete satisfaction from having achieved it. Also set priorities. So this is something else I like to do. I literally always have a to-do list next to my computer. And I will go through every morning and I will list off 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will make sure I prioritize my day so that I'm focusing on the most important things first, even if it's things I don't want to do, and then kind of just go through the list from there. So you want to set your priorities, and that way it helps you to avoid feeling overwhelmed too. And then write goals down. Again, I say if you guys are reading The Miracle Morning, he says to write your goals down every single day, or at least repeat them to yourself every single day so you don't lose sight of them. Because let's be real, like we're all living busy lives and it's easy to kind of lose sight when things are going crazy. So make sure that you're writing them down to really like implant them in your brain. And then keep operational goals small. Keep the low level. So this is your to-do list that you're doing every day for the business, if you're using this for business purposes. And achievable. If a goal is too large, and it can seem that you are not making progress towards it. Keeping goals small and incremental gives more opportunities for reward. And then there's some more tips. Just set performance goals, not outcome goals. You should take care to set goals over which you have as much control as possible. It can be quite dispiriting to fail to achieve a personal goal for reasons beyond your control. So again, make sure you're setting performance goals and not like an outcome goal. Because if you have an outcome goal of like, I'm going to be a millionaire, that's great, but it's not as achievable as I'm going to make, or like as achievable as I'm going to take the correct actions every single day to become a millionaire kind of thing. So you want to make sure you're setting performance goals. In business, these reasons could be bad business environments or unexpected events, effects of government policy. In sport, they can include poor judging, bad weather, injury, or just plain bad luck. If you base your goals on personal performance, and you can keep control over the achievement of your goals and draw satisfaction from them. And again, I always say this to people, you and only you have the power to control your life, no one else. So make sure that you are taking complete control over it and not letting other things kind of affect you. And there's this quote I hear all the time too. It's like, I forgot how it's like, bad things can happen to anyone, and what matters is how you react to it. So make sure you're always like reacting in a positive way, or even if you like say something happens and you blow up, whatever it is, reflect on that and say, okay, cool, like that happened, I can't change that, it's in the past, and what can I do better next time? So always learn. So set realistic goals. It's important to set goals that you can achieve. All sorts of people, for example, employers, parents, media, or society can set unrealistic goals for you. They will often do this in ignorance of your own desires and ambitions. So again, don't let anyone else choose your goals for you. You set your own goals. It's also possible to set goals that are too difficult because you might not appreciate either the obstacles in the way or understand quite how much skill you need to develop to achieve a particular level of performance. So this is actually really relevant to me. Is I thought I can come into this business and completely rock it and be a top 10 coach. Like that's literally what I thought. And I set that goal and I was just like, and here I am. So it's important to realize like that you have to set goals that are going to push you and stretch you, but that are also achievable. And yeah, I can get top 10 for sure, but it's not going to happen like anytime soon. So make sure you're setting achievable goals. Achieving a goal. When you have achieved your goal, take the time to enjoy the satisfaction of having done so. Absorb the implications of the goal achievement and observe the progress that you have made towards other goals. If the goal was a significant one, reward yourself appropriately. All this helps you building self-confidence you deserve. With the experience of having achieved this goal, review the rest of your goal plans. If you achieve the goal too easily, make your goal harder. If the goal took a dispiriting length of time to achieve, make the next goal a little easier. If you learn something that would lead you to change other goals, do so. If you notice a deficit in your skills despite achieving the goal, decide whether to set goals or to fix this. So this is really awesome, and like I love this because I don't do this enough, is when you accomplish something, celebrate that. No matter how big or small it is, celebrate it. Whether you get yourself new workout clothes, whether you allow yourself to go for a really awesome hike on the weekend, whatever it is that will be rewarding to you, don't be afraid to award yourself, guys. Like, you guys are so worth it. And if you achieve any goal, whether it's big or small, just celebrate it, because it'll just make you like so happy. Okay, so this is an example of some personal goals. So this is like an example I found. So for her New Year's resolution, Susan has decided to think about what she really wants to do with her life. Her lifetime goals are as follows. Career, so again, she picked 3 out of those ones that I listed before. Career, to be managing editor of the magazine that I work for. Artistic, to keep working on my illustration skills. Ultimately, I want to have my own show in our own downtown gallery. And then physical, to run a marathon. Now that Susan has listed her lifetime goals, she then breaks down each one into smaller, more manageable goals. So 5-year goal, become deputy editor. 1-year goal, volunteer for projects that current managing editor is heading up. 6-month goal, go back to school and finish my journalism degree. 1-month goal, talk to the current managing editor to determine what skills are needed to do the job. And 1-week goal, book the meeting with the managing editor. So she kind of broke her big goal of being the managing editor of the magazine that I work for into smaller goals. And that way she can accomplish one by one and bringing those steps to get there. So now I want us all to write our own goals. And we could just write 1 or 2 for now, but I want you guys to use this method for every single time that I ask you guys at the beginning of the month, hey, what are your goals? I want you guys to kind of use this method. So I want you to pick 3 of these categories that are listed here, and write down your 5-year goal, your 1-year goal, your 6-month goal, your 1-month goal, and your 1-week goal. So let's only do 1 now, and just so we have a little bit of practice with it, and then you guys will get a lot more practice with it as the months go by. All right. Does anybody want to share? If you want, I could share mine, but does anyone want to share the goal that they wrote down? I'll share mine first if you guys are still writing. So my 5-year goal is to be a 15-star diamond coach. I picked the career category. My 1-year goal is to be a 6-star diamond. My 6-month goal is to be a 4-star diamond coach. My 1-month goal is to be a 2-star diamond. And my 1-week goal, so this week, I want to get Brian an emerald coach and a discount coach. And I want to help Jamie with 2 more discount coaches so she hits diamond. And I also want to hit Success Club 10 on Brian's account this week. So I kind of broke mine down. And you could break yours down even further. Don't be afraid to even go day by day. Does anyone else want to share their goals? You totally don't have to if you don't want to, but you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'll share mine. So I picked attitude just because I felt like I've done the other ones a lot lately. So for my 1-week goal, I'm going to write 3 things that I'm grateful for every day. My 1-month goal, I'm going to read personal development every day because I typically slack on the weekends, which plug here, if you listen to podcasts, there's one I'm listening to. It's called Goal Getter. I'll have to see who the person is, but it's awesome. And I listen to it every day on my way to work and it's really good. So you should listen to it. Yeah. My 6-month goal, which this is going to be really, really hard for me, is to stop apologizing unless I actually really, really mean it and really need to. Because I feel like when I apologize, I'm putting myself down in a way, thinking like I'm getting in somebody else's way when that's just ridiculous. My 1-year goal is to see the goods or greatness in everything instead of being like, I have to go to work tomorrow, being like, oh, I get to go to work tomorrow. Because in the podcast, I heard something like, you can't be, I know this is kind of off track, but you can't be anxious and grateful at the same time. So that just kind of resonated with me because you're too full of anxiousness to be able to be grateful for the opportunity to go to work, to make money, to get to do what you love. So that's my 1-year goal. And then my 5-year goal is to be the change for someone else, like to help someone else be on the right track of being a more positive person. That's it.
Oh, I love that. That was so good, Jen. You're such a positive person, but I totally know what you mean. Like, there's always room for improvement, right? No matter where you are.
Oh, for sure.
But that's awesome. Oh my gosh, put my goals friggin' shame.
No, it's just a different topic.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Jo Marie, did you want to share?
Yeah, I guess I share. I'm going to run into the top of my head because right now I was like busy putting Emily to the shower. So I couldn't even write it down. My week goal is to actually, like, which I have started, is to like every morning, right, say something that I'm grateful for and what I am thankful and blessed. Also, I have been taking a little time of like praying. So that's like my week goal is to be consistent every day. My monthly goal is to basically, for business, because basically my goals are mostly in the business and career. So I want to hit Success Club every month, starting this month, even though we're in the last week. I really feel like I need to hit Success Club. I don't want to like pass another month without hitting it. My 3-month goal has to be, as well, like everything is career what. As you guys hear, my child is calling me. My 3-month goal has to be like I want to make an income out of Beachbody, a settled income of making like a good amount of a part-time income. 6 months is basically. I'm sorry, guys. You know how it is with a mom, as you can hear.
You can go get it, Jo Marie. It's totally fine.
Sorry. This is the life of a coach for anybody who's doing this. You're a mom, you're working in the business, there's like really no excuses, we don't go through this, Let me go get her.
Jen, is this the one you're talking about?
Shut up. Which one? No. Let me find it really good. I mean, really quick. Sorry.
Really good.
Really good. And then, of course, Rachel Hollis, she has her Rise podcast,
I
which
love that.
is pretty good. Oh, I always say Goal Getter. It's Gold Digger by Jenna Kutcher.
Gold Digger?
Goal, yeah, Goal Digger by Jenna Kutcher.
Yeah, I'm going to subscribe.
I randomly found that one. I guess it popped up because I subscribed to Rachel Hollis's, and I really like her.
Yeah, I love listening to podcasts. I listen to them like as much as I can.
Like she has stuff that doesn't relate, but it does relate. Like turning a podcast into a full-time career, you could just think like, well, turning coaching into a full-time career. Or this other one, 5 quick ways to update your website. Well, 5 quick ways to update your Instagram or your Facebook. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I listen.
Ways to like.
Go ahead.
You know, you just always take what you learn and like kind of implement it in a different way than they're talking about.
Oh, for sure. The last one that I listened to was about marketing yourself, and that one was really good.
Marketing yourself. All right, I'm writing it down.
Yeah.
You should share it. Can you share that in the team page?
Yeah, I should have shared that today.
By the way, you're doing awesome with sharing stuff. Thank you for helping me out with that.
Yeah, of course.
So creative. All right, let's take a picture. Well, do you guys have any questions about anything? Are y'all good? All right, let's take a pic. Press and hold to scan the name tag. What the?
Oh, are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing. Let me raise the brightness a little. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, so cute. Is that? Oh, never mind. It's not. I thought it was a different material. Your headband.
Oh no, I got this at Target. Isn't it so cute?
Yeah, it's super cute. Oh, it's an actual. I thought it was a wraparound one.
No, I wish it was. I like those better, but this works. Yeah. Works for my ponytails.
It's very you. I like it a lot. It's cute.
It is.
Alrighty, ladies. So thank you so much for hopping on with me. And
yeah, thanks for hosting as always.
Yeah, and Jo Marie, let me know when you want to reschedule, and Jen, we'll talk on Friday.
Yeah, definitely. I'll let you know after the mom is done.
So, all right, good night, girls. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.